Hi everyone, I'm back and I'm gonna talk about cancer. Okay, well, um, Cancer is a water sign and it rules the fourth house of like home. Cancer, um, Cancer is the nurturer. Um, it represents like the mother. It's a mother archetype in the zodiac. So Cancer represents the home. It represents family, children, um, your roots, your emotional body. It's a water sign. Yeah. So it's represented by the moon. I think probably just about everybody knows that Cancer is ruled by the moon. You know, the moon controls the tides of the water. Everybody knows Cancer is as moody, right? And changing, emotional. Cancers are very deep. To me, they are like some of the most ordinary people. And that's probably because I have Jupiter in Cancer and Chiron in Cancer. You know, Chiron is the wounded healer. So I have a decent amount of Cancer energy in my chart. And so Cancer is not like, but Cancer is the nurturer of the zodiac. And its opposite is Capricorn. But, so you might find Cancers, you know, they are emotional. But I think Cancers in the world, they learn that it can be very exhausting trying to care for somebody else and to nurture them because people don't want that sort of nurture. They're not open to that. People in general, I believe, like society, you know, you get it. And so you might find that Cancers, they grow a hard shell. Obviously, they're ruled by the crab, right? They got that external layer protecting all the mushy stuff in the inside. And so I believe that they can kind of be like a Capricorn, which is their opposite, which is not very emotional. So they may come off that way because the world doesn't receive their nature, that nurturing, that wanting to be nurtured and nurture other people. So they can grow that hard external layer and kind of come off like a Capricorn, kind of maybe a little bit cold, maybe a little bit unemotional. But that's not the true case. They are pretty emotional people. So they represent the home and the mother. And one fun fact about Cancer is that they love food. So they know best that the way to nurture and care for somebody is to feed them, give them food, you know. And Cancer is, of course, because they are a water sign, they're a very psychic sign. Yeah, so say like they come around a certain person, they can probably pick up the emotional body in their aura, and they can, whatever you're feeling, like an empath, they'll feel that too. And so, yeah, it's kind of, it might hit them off like this, whoa. Not like such a shocking thing, like people who read up on empaths and stuff like that, they're like, oh my God, like, I'm feeling what you're feeling and it's so intense and blah, 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 blah. But it could kind of hit them as like maybe like a sense of confusion, like, oh, what is this? You know, which is kind of cool. I do that with my mother a lot because we both have Jupiter in Cancer. Me and my mother both have Jupiter in Cancer. The one funny thing about Cancers I notice is that when they're not feeling something or something is quite off, they make faces. They make faces. Like if something is really off, they're like faces of displeasure or whatever. Check out their face. It's probably one of the most funniest things about a Cancer. But they are emotional people. They represent the fourth house, family, your emotional state, and stuff like that. What else about Cancer? Yeah, to me, they're some of the most ordinary people. But I guess I could explain that because they kind of found that balance going out into the world. And so, between nurturing or wanting to be nurtured and then kind of finding that median, that playing ground. And so, to me, they're some of the most ordinary people. Not ordinary as in like unoriginal, but like some of the most down-to-earth people. You know what I mean? And so, Cancer is ruled by the moon. So let me just put this thought out there because I thought this before a while ago. Because, Cancer is ruled by the moon. So if a person's sun sign is in Cancer, okay, check that out. And then everybody has a moon sign. So, again, these are just my thoughts, something I thought of before. And so, while their sun is in Cancer, and they got, that vitality and stuff in Cancer, and they got that little thing going on, they can also be in touch with the moon, which is your moon sign, or of course theirs, all at the same time. So they got this whole sun in Cancer vibe going on, nurturing, whatever, but then they're also picking up on your moon sign or whatever, because obviously Cancer rules the moon. So, right? That's probably why they make those faces, because something's off to them. Like, they're like, oh, like you're giving this one vibe, but then like, I'm picking up your moon and it's like something else. And so like, the face. Right? I think that's funny about Cancer. So I have a bottle falling on the floor. I have a nephew who's a Cancer. I have a niece who's a Cancer, and she's all about that face thing. Anytime something is just not right, she's just the faces. But it's not only her. I noticed that, especially like at work, and I know someone's a Cancer, and I see their faces. Something just ain't sitting right or whatever. They're just. I think I have like 2 nieces who are Cancer, and then a nephew who is a Cancer as well. And so, they're homebodies. Okay, I'm trying to get like more facts and stuff. They're homebodies. They like to stay home, be home. They're probably not the most extroverted people, obviously, because they rule the home, which is kind of like that place that not everybody gets to see. And not everybody gets to see the inside of your home. And that's private. That's a Cancer. All water signs are private like that. Their internal worlds. You come to a water sign, you probably don't get much because they're private people. But of course, people closest to them can get to know that part of themselves. So they like to stay home. They're homebodies. They like probably sit on the couch, watch a good movie with their family, snuggle up with a warm blanket, eat some good food, some good snacks. That's a Cancer. And so, because they're represented by the moon, of course, like I said, not everybody gets to see those parts of you. Um, but for different people, depending on where your moon is how much you're going to show that particular side of you, because Cancer rules the moon. So say like in your birth chart, the moon is in the fourth house where it belongs. It wants to be there. It's most comfortable there. But then it might also act a particular way depending on which sign it is. But let's just say it's in the fourth house. And so you go out in public and you're in public and you got this whole outward personality going on because now you're in public, and that's fine. That's normal. But see, the moon is in the fourth house where it belongs, and so not everybody can see that, right? So now you're in public. So that side, nobody's seeing that because it's in the home and you left home, right? So nobody gets to see that. But say like your moon is in another position, like say the seventh house, okay, and that deals with relationships and people. Okay, so now in your relationships, all of your relationships dealing with other people, you've got like this sort of emotional connection thing going on, maybe even with your mind, because the moon represents the mind as well as the mother, the emotional state, needs, maybe desires, but also the mind as well. So now, say the moon is in the seventh house and you got all that particular interaction going on with other people. So you got this, maybe, this desire or need, because it's in the seventh house, dealing with other people to be emotional or nurturing or to be nurtured. And so people in your relationships, you might actually come off as a Cancer to them because your moon is in the seventh house dealing with other people, right? Yeah. So Cancer deals with that fourth house energy, home, being safe, secure, comfortable, right? And so the opposite is Capricorn. That's the 10th house. Fourth house is, I would say, in the bottom of the chart, right? And then so the 10th house is directly opposite, which is Capricorn. And so that deals with like the public image and I would say like society and stuff like that, right? So yeah. So that's Cancer. They're loving people. They're nurturing people. If you got one around, I'd say keep them around because, they'll care for you, they'll nurture you. Of course, they'll want that in return. Or it should be reciprocal, honestly. But I think I got that down. I think I got that down. Cancer. And some other interesting facts about Cancers. They may be short people. They don't have to be, because genetics. But their mouths, a lot of times they have like big lips, big mouths, I believe when you look at someone's mouth, of course, when you look at any part of someone's face, you can pick up different expressions or signals. So what's going on in their psyche or the emotions and stuff like that. And so for Cancer, but not just for Cancer, because I think looking at the mouth also gives you a clue as to what's in someone's heart, right? Because it's like right here, you know what I'm saying? But yes, they usually have like big lips or big mouths. And round faces. But Geminis have round faces too. But then again, that's right next to Cancer. So yeah, I think that's what I got on Cancer. I think I got that down. So yeah, if you have questions, comment below and let me know what your thoughts are. Thank you.